Battlefield 6 Season 2 content has leaked, and if these rumors are true, I'm not gonna lie fellas, it is not looking good for Battlefield 6. Supposedly Season 2 is only coming with 2 maps, which is Contaminated, which we already know, and a map called Subsurface, 3 new weapon battle pass. We're also getting the VZ61 Scorpion, which I don't believe we've ever had in a previous Battlefield game, but correct me if I'm wrong. The return of the CV3A1 Scorpion Evo 3, a very high fire rate SMG, one of my personal favorites from Battlefield 4, and the return of the Igla, which is an anti-air Russian Stinger, and then we're getting the Red Bull event, which I don't really know why we're getting that, but okay. The only information I've found regarding the new Red Bull challenge event is the new RB rally race mode and track, motor-based missions, and objectives include races, wheelies, and air vehicles. So my overall views of this is not good. I'm really disappointed if this is true. These are only leaks and speculation, so do take it with a grain of salt, guys. But if this is true, and this is only what we're getting in Season 2, this is not good for Battlefield 6. This is not going to help revive this game and retain players. 2 maps is not enough. I've said it before. 3 maps minimal, 4 maps ideally. We should be getting at least 5 minimal weapons, but preferably 10, like we did in the previous Battlefield games. Battlefield 3 and 4 set the standard very high, and I believe we should still stick to that formula. This is not good enough, guys. This is not enough content. This isn't even going to keep players entertained for probably a month. This is horrible. I don't even know who wants to use Red Bull challenges and events. No one cares about Red Bull events. No one is asking for that. We want maps, maps, and maps. Just give us what we want. We also know that the Little Bird is also making a return to the game, and also Gas Mask are making a return to the game within the Contaminated. I don't know if that's like a limited time event game mode or if that's actually built into the map permanently. They haven't really specified that yet. But if I had to take a guess from the leaked gameplay that I've seen on Reddit and that, I would assume it's probably going to be in the map permanently. But I even have my concerns with that gas being entered just because the hallucination does make you see shadows, which just gives me Black Ops 7 vibes. I don't even know why they're even doing that. So yeah, I'm not really too sure. As long as they fix a lot of core issues in Season 2, like hit detection, team balancing, and performance issues for other people. I don't have any personal performance issues and many other issues within the game that's plaguing it. That's awesome. But the content they're giving us, it's just not enough. And I really, really, really hope that this leak is not accurate. And I really hope and pray that it's not what we're getting. I really hope we're getting more than this, because honestly, if this is what we're getting, I'm quite concerned for the future of Battlefield 6, and waiting a few months just to get a few maps and a handful of weapons and maybe 1 or 2 gadgets is just not acceptable, guys. I can't actually say that I'm surprised, because if we look at Battlefield 2042 Season 2, it's pretty much got roughly the same amount of content that we're getting in Battlefield 6 Season 2, except you're just getting 1 extra map. I mean, it is also just leaks and speculation, so obviously do take it with a grain of salt, like I keep saying, because it's not confirmed yet. But for the most part, leakers do a very, very good job, and they're mostly very reliable from what I've seen in previous Battlefield 6 leaks. So I'm probably confident that this is going to be the case. And with Battlefield's live service track history from playing Battlefield 2042, we barely got anything in terms of content. We sometimes got only 1 map and we waited 3 to 4 months for that. Or sometimes we got 2 maps, but the first map was a rework of the previous map. So honestly, I'm not honestly surprised, but I'm very disappointed. Battlefield 2042 also had this issue as well, where they just couldn't put out enough content. I mean, the game was absolutely abysmal from the beginning, but I mean, its biggest concern for that game as well was content, because I was there from day one, and the content they delivered every season was just not worth the wait. It wasn't enough to sustain the player base. And you gotta remember, whenever we get 2 maps, this isn't going to be 2 maps right on the day. Once Season 2 comes out on the 17th of February, we're going to be getting literally 1 map and probably a few weapons. That's literally it. Season 2 content is going to be rolled out every few weeks like they did in Season 1. So the first day of Season 2 is probably just going to be 1 map. That's just not enough content, guys. Like 3 to 4 maps, minimal. If you have to add a few remasters from previous Battlefield, I think we'd all be happy for that, to be honest. I don't think anyone would complain with Operation Metro, Operation Locker, Danfan Peak, Karg's Island. Just add those maps into future seasons to kind of compensate for, you know, you guys not being able to make new content. But at the end of the day, I just don't think there's any reason or any excuse why you shouldn't be doing new content. But hey, what do I know? And it annoys me because I'm a massive Battlefield fan. I've been a Battlefield lover since the original Xbox, whenever it was only campaign, I believe. I don't think it had online, but I could be wrong. And I loved Battlefield 4 and 3, and I'm a big, massive fan of the franchise. Obviously, I did enjoy Battlefield 1, but I mostly love Battlefield in the modern day setting, so I didn't play it as much as I did with the previous ones. But yeah, Battlefield 2042, it suffered the exact same fate: lack of content, lack of maps, lack of weapons, lack of content in general. And whenever you look at Battlefield 3, 15-year-old game delivered better with more content 15 years ago, you would think technology would have advanced more, that you would be able to put out more content because you can do it better or faster. But hey, I don't know. I'm not a game dev, so I can't fully critique it, but I just think there's really no excuse for the lack of content whenever Battlefield 3 did it better 15 years ago. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.